are going to come in that present emails, computer records present a whole series of evidentiary hurdles to get it in. How do you get into evidence? Email. You got to show us their computer, that they had access to it, that it was their account. There's a lot of ways to defeat it.
Prosecutors start by way of a subpoena to the company which sends out the email, like AOL, and then they have a way, the AOL has a way of saying that precisely this computer sent this particular email, and boy, it is tough to cross-examine these business records, and that's how they get admitted into evidence by the prosecution, as opposed to a state medical examiner that usually the prosecutors just wind them up like a clock and tell them what to say.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. You know,
well, I trust state medical examiners.
10 years, and I never wound up a medical examiner and told them what to say.
I don't trust state medical examiners because they simply are tools of the prosecutors. They don't let them say their own opinion, and therefore that's why so many people are literally falling out of jail free because of state medical examiners who are liars.
You know what, Geoffrey? Let me ask you something. You say people are falling out of jail free because of medical examiners.
Correct.
How many people are falling out of jail free because of medical examiners?
Well, in the United States, there have been 2 state medical examiners prosecuted and sent to prison.
How many people have fallen out of jail because of medical examiners?
In the United States, I would estimate of the some 3,000 that were exonerated.
I don't want an estimate. I want to know how many, when you say people are falling out of jail because of lying medical examiners.
I believe it's approximately 300 people have been exonerated from prison for crimes ranging from murders we're seeing here to lesser crimes as a result of, it was approximately 3 state medical examiners who were indicted. 300
in U.S. history.
Correct.
Out of 50 states.
I'm not going to suggest that every single state medical examiner is corrupt, but that's the approach that I take when I have a state medical examiner on the stand.
When you come on closing arguments with a former prosecutor and you make a bald-faced statement like people are falling, murderers, alleged murderers are falling out of jail because of lying medical examiners, I want to know what's your evidence and where are you getting that from?
Those are the rough statistics. I don't carry them in my pocket.
They sound pretty rough too.
Yes, indeed, you are. But I'm going to suggest that the problem is that the state medical examiners cannot be trusted because the prosecutors tell them what to say.
Well, there you have it. According to this defense attorney, Geoffrey Nathan, the real culprit here is not the 2 defendants. It's this apparently lady medical examiner. We got to watch out for her.
But you see, the problem that we have is that the evidence is just overwhelming in certain cases.
So you don't think she's lying in this case?
Well, I have not an opinion yet as to whether or not she's lying. But I'm saying what we have to do is make the jury think that she's lying, and that's the only way we can exonerate somebody. Otherwise, they might as well just plead guilty and dispense with counsel because they can defend themselves. We have to suggest that it's
what if it's not true?
Well, the truth is that our job is to defend the person who's hiring us to do it.
Okay, I get it.
That's where
I get it. Whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter.
Well, we have an obligation. We cannot put perjured testimony on the stand. That is malum prohibitum and can get you disbarred or censured at the least. However, you have an obligation to zealously cross-examine the people who are on the stand. That's what I do anyway, Nancy.
Well, there you heard it from the horse's mouth, and this guy has won a ton of cases.